Okay, for those of you interested in my survivability build, I don't know if I've posted it on the channel before, but I'd still say it's the best in 2021. It's incredible for survivability if you're playing this game. I run Demolitionist just purely for the fact that, if we look down here, group members gain 5% damage to targets out of cover. So it helps the group out. It's more for group, but it can be run solo as well. Then you've just got the rest of the Demolitionist stuff. The Specialist doesn't matter too much. If we jump into the build itself, not going into the map, I run the classic M1A, and the other weapon is the Harmony, which are completely pointless because the only thing you're going to want is the Liberty. The reason you're taking the Liberty is because hits will grant 2% weapon damage, stacking up to 30 times, and then a headshot will consume all the stacks and repair your shield for 3% per stack. So you're dealing more damage, and then you're also repairing your shield, because the shield is going to be the best thing for this build. When I say the best thing, I would say this is up there with one of the best builds to run for like Legendary Summit and stuff. So looking at the gear, we have 2-piece Bellstone Armory, which is going to give us armor regen and armor on kill. And then we do have a 3-piece of Gila Guard for total armor, armor regen and health. The health isn't too important. But then our final piece, we are running a tardigrade, and I have this perfectly rolled. So if we just quickly jump into this stuff, the mask has armor, hazard protection, armor regen, armor on kill. Then moving over to the bag, we've got armor, armor regen, health, armor on kill. And we're running Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. And it stacks up to 3 times with a cooldown of 5 seconds. So stay close to your enemies. You're a tank, you've got a survivability build on. So you can be close to the enemies, and you're going to gain bonus armor. It comes in incredibly helpful. And then because of Gear 2.0 from Warlords, we run the Tardigrade because it's only the chest and bag that have talents. And this is whenever you or an ally's armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor as bonus for 10 seconds. However, per ally has got a 45-second cooldown. And then if you're in really hectic stuff, like if you're playing Legendary, you kill an enemy with your specialization weapon, and it's going to remove the cooldown for all allies. So you can give someone 80% of their armor, get a kill with your specialization, and boom, they can use it again straight away after. So moving over to the gloves, we have armor, armor regen, hazard protection. And then down to the holster, we have the same armor, armor regen, hazard protection. And then unfortunately, we've got armor, health, and armor regen. What you're wanting to go for is armor, armor regen, and hazard protection. That's going to be the most important, because if there's burn or anything like that, you're going to protect against it. And then the 2 skills I run is going to be the Revive Hive, just because it's incredibly important for yourself. And then I also run the Bulwark. If you have a look, the health is a 13.2 million for this shield. It's got 178k active regen. And then because of the blues, it's a skill tier 6. Because the shield is blue or yellow to improve the skill tier for it. You would have seen it in some gameplay and stuff I've released. I've done over 500 videos for this game, so you would have seen it at some point. But basically, you have your shield out at all times with the Liberty, because with this Bulwark shield, you can't actually run any primary weapon. It has to be a sidearm. So Liberty, shield, pop the body shots, and whilst you're popping them, your stacks are building up, you're getting more damage. And then if your shield gets low, pop a headshot, it's going to consume them stacks, give you health back on your shield. Plus you've got armor regen all the time. If you're close to enemies, you've got the bonus armor. If any of you in the group lose your armor completely, the Tardigrade kicks in and gives you 80% of your armor back. So I've got 1.9 million on this build, so anyone's going to get 80% of that on top of what they currently have. And then just to wrap it up quickly, if we go over to the stats, and we take a look at these, my damage isn't anything to really talk about because it's a survivability build. And then if we scroll down to, where is it? Here we go, to the defense stats. We've got 1.9 million armor. We've got 246,000 armor on kill. We have 67,000 armor regen. And we have a max health of 405k with a tiny bit of 2,000 health regen. But then if you have a look at this, we have 50% pulse resistance, 20% explosive, and then overall we've got 40% hazard protection. So we have 40% protection against, resistance against any status effect, except burn is 60%. And then obviously down here it just shows your skills and stuff. 13.2 mil health, 18.2 cooldown with only 10% skill haste. However, it's shield skill tier 6. And then you've got the active and the holstered regen there as well. So in my opinion, it's the best survivability build you can get. Even in 2021, this build is fantastic for solo and for group. Obviously better for group because I can just jump into a backup call and I can keep other players alive. But let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.